John, it's been a good while. It's good to see you again. Let's talk about the debate last night and politics. Should investors care about politics and the election?
We've got to think they most certainly do have to. They have a lot to sort through based on last night. We wish that both candidates, well, both the president and former vice president, had been able to remain focused on issues and more calmly address things, particularly for those who are undecided. We think that's a very key part.
What exactly was the most impactful part of the debate last night when it comes to markets and policy?
I think that it probably was just distinguishing between the two candidates in the sense that I think for former Vice President Biden, there wasn't really a big convincer that he would be able to keep the Democratic Party from pivoting towards the progressives. And I think in terms of the president, I think he was just a little bit too aggressive with Biden from the start, and that helped ignite the conversation to an area that just was not as productive, to say the least, as it might have been.
John, let's talk about investment strategy. Given what you saw last night, what you expect to see in the coming weeks with another debate and the election outcomes that you were predicting, how exactly do investors position? Is this still a bull run that has legs regardless of who's in office?
Well, I think, Dom, what you really have here is very much the latter. I think that it is a bull market so long as the economy keeps moving towards a recovery. The process of reopening and hopefully, without a second wave of COVID hitting us, if we can get through this section here, and if we get some stimulus, that extra program, if they can get to an agreement in Washington, we think we very well could see the market move higher from here. That said, the underlying secular trends of technology and the process of globalization in a world that is diversifying the supply chain away from one country's centricity is a very positive trend, and developments in technology that affect both medicine and every other sector are your key drivers here. Focus on the economy. The data that we get this week will be, the remainder of this week, very important in terms of jobs. The last jobs number we see before the election. Also take a look at the GDP today, which should be still dramatically lower on an annualized basis. But what we're looking for are the ISM indexes later this week for manufacturing and services.
Hey, John, just about 10, 15 seconds here. Should you still be buying mega cap tech on dips?
We think you want to be diversified. You want to own tech. You want to own tech, but you also want to own consumer discretionary, industrials.
Sure.
And we're beginning to really warm up to more than a market weight on materials.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.